Alice was sitting quietly beneath a tall oak tree, the afternoon sun spilling through the leaves like golden lace upon the grass. The air was warm but not heavy, and a gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of blooming flowers nearby. She had been reading a book, though her eyes grew heavier with each turn of the page, until the words began to blur softly, almost like they were floating away from the paper. She blinked slowly, letting her thoughts drift, when she noticed a small, curious rabbit hopping across the meadow. This rabbit was unlike the others she had seen before. Its fur glowed faintly in the sunlight, and its ears twitched as if it were listening to something only it could hear. What caught Alice's attention most of all was the tiny pocket watch the rabbit held, glistening with a gentle golden shine. So she thought perhaps she was dreaming already, but instead of questioning, she felt an irresistible calmness urging her to follow. The rabbit hopped gracefully, never too fast, almost as if it wanted Alice to come along. She rose to her feet, her steps light upon the grass, and followed it through the meadow until the trees parted, revealing a hollow space beneath the earth. Without a moment of fear, only a quiet sense of wonder, Alice stepped inside. The world around her shifted like a gentle sigh, and she found herself floating down, as though the air itself was carrying her softly to another place. She did not fall quickly, but drifted as though upon a breeze. Along the way, shelves of books drifted past her, their spines glowing softly, as if they carried secrets of other dreamers. Delicate lanterns bobbed around her, each one containing a flicker of starlight. Alice felt no fear, only a growing curiosity wrapped in comfort, as though the world was cradling her in its arms. When she reached the ground, she stood upon a path made of silver stones that glowed faintly in the moonlight. Around her the forest was quiet, yet alive with whispers of leaves and the distant trickle of a stream. The rabbit was waiting, its golden watch tucked carefully against its chest. It looked back at her with kind eyes, and without speaking, seemed to say, "Come, the journey is only beginning." Alice followed the path, her footsteps light, each stone cool beneath her feet. As she walked, she noticed flowers glowing softly with colors she had never seen before, petals that shimmered like tiny rainbows, stems that hummed a faint soothing note as though nature itself was singing a lullaby. Fireflies floated in gentle patterns, drawing trails of light in the night air, and the rabbit hopped ahead, always pausing to let her catch up. They soon came to a great meadow where the grass swayed like waves in the ocean, each blade tipped with tiny specks of starlight. Alice lay down in the soft grass for a moment, feeling the earth beneath her hum like a heartbeat, steady and calming. Above, the sky shimmered with constellations she had never seen before, yet they felt familiar, as if they had been waiting just for her. The rabbit sat beside her quietly, the pocket watch ticking softly, like the rhythm of a song, steady and reassuring. When Alice rose again, she followed the rabbit to a gentle river that sparkled with silver light. A small boat was waiting, its edges carved with shapes of moons and stars. The water was so calm that it looked like glass, reflecting the world above. She stepped into the boat, and it carried her smoothly, without a sound, across the shimmering water. The rabbit sat at the bow, gazing forward, while soft ripples followed behind them like whispers of forgotten dreams. As they drifted, Alice saw shapes beneath the water, fish that glowed like lanterns, their tails leaving streaks of light as they swam, and turtles that moved slowly, carrying gardens upon their backs. The river widened, and in the distance a castle rose, not with sharp towers or heavy gates, but with spiraling domes of crystal and walls that shimmered like moonlight on glass. Alice felt her heart soften, as though the castle was not just a place, but a dream made real. When they arrived at its steps, the rabbit led her inside. The halls were vast, yet warm, filled with the faint sound of wind chimes and the smell of lavender. Instead of guards or grand displays, there were only endless shelves of books and glowing lanterns that drifted gently through the air. Alice walked slowly, her fingers brushing the spines of books that seemed to hum when touched, as if they contained living dreams within. At the center of the castle was a great room where the ceiling opened to the stars. A soft carpet of moss covered the floor, and fountains of clear water bubbled quietly at the edges. In the middle sat a chair carved from smooth stone, draped with a blanket of silver fabric. The rabbit motioned toward it, and Alice sat down, feeling an instant calmness wrap around her like a second skin. The chair rocked gently on its own, as though the entire room was a cradle meant to carry her deeper into peace. The rabbit placed its watch upon her lap, and she noticed that the hands no longer moved. Time itself had stilled, and with it came a weightless serenity, as though nothing beyond this moment mattered. The stars above shimmered softly, casting a glow that felt warm and comforting, like 1,000 gentle candles. Alice closed her eyes, listening to the quiet rhythm of the fountains, the faint ticking of the watch now steady again, and the hush of the forest outside. The world of wonder she had entered seemed less like a place to explore and more like a place to rest, to drift deeper and deeper into dreams. As her breathing slowed, the rabbit sat beside her chair, silent and watchful, its presence calm and protective. The castle around her seemed to sigh, the air softening, and the night sky embracing her. In that quiet, timeless space, Alice let go of thought, let go of questions, and let herself drift into the gentlest of dreams, where wonder and peace became one.